Okay, so today on the Woodworks, I wanted to do some things that would go well with the Penne Vodka, which has been well received, and it's really delicious. So I wanted to do some homemade Italian bread and bruschetta. And then also tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live stream at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a drink, an alcoholic beverage to go with it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll have the recipe and everything up. Let me run down the list of ingredients for the homemade Italian bread. It's 4 cups bread flour, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 envelope instant dry yeast, 2 teaspoons kosher salt, 1.5 cups water at 110 degrees, 2 tablespoons olive oil, and 1 egg white whisked to brush over the loaves of bread before you put them in the oven, but that will be last. The first thing we want to do is we want to get all the dry ingredients in, then add the olive oil and the water. Then we're going to let it rise for like an hour, then roll them out to 2 loaves, put them in the oven, and we'll go from there. So first, let's get the 4 cups of flour into the bowl, into my mixer. Then the salt and the sugar and the dry yeast, 1 envelope. So you just want to mix this up just a little bit. Gonna give it a little mix with the spatula too. Then we're gonna get the mixer going again and add the olive oil. And then we'll slowly add the water. And that's it. Once you see all the flour come off the walls of the mixer, of the bowl here. Now see, I can already tell this feels a little too wet. So all you're gonna do is put it on your whatever surface you have and just knead it a little bit with some flour, which I have on standby in case this happened. So just gonna drop it down, add a little flour, and then just knead it a little bit. And that kind of should be it. It should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Gonna put it in my bowl here and let it rise for like an hour, and then we're gonna cut it into 2 pieces and make loaves and put it in the oven. And next, I'm just gonna wash my hands and we'll be back to do the bruschetta. So now for the bruschetta, which I love. It's fresh, it's healthy. You could put this on some wheat bread if you want to, but I'm making Italian bread because this is gonna be a little, a little cheat time for the Wood family with the Penne Vodka, the Italian bread, and the bruschetta. So I've chopped up 6 to 7 ripe Roman tomatoes, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 1 teaspoon balsamic vinegar, 6 to 8 fresh basil leaves chopped, salt and pepper to taste. That's it. That's bruschetta. As long as you have good ingredients, you shouldn't need anything else. Some people put some onion in there. I don't really like that. And I'll watch how much basil and garlic I put in according to the tomatoes. So I've strained the tomatoes. have them sitting there for a little bit, and you're just gonna add everything in. So I'm gonna add the olive oil, gonna add the balsamic vinegar, and I have both on standby in case I need to add more. I'm gonna add some of the garlic, not all, probably half of what I have, and some of the basil. I love fresh basil so much. And then I'm gonna give, you know, just a pass of salt and pepper. So, and then I'm just gonna mix it together, that's it. That's good bruschetta. I got good tomatoes, good basil, good garlic. That's all you need. It already looks fantastic, smells fantastic. And I'm just gonna give it a little taste and see what I need to do. Okay, a little more balsamic, needs a little more tang. Little more basil. A little more salt. And keep in mind, this is Himalayan salt, so it has a lower sodium content. So it looks like I'm putting a lot, but it's not. It's, you know, if you were using regular salt, that would be different. And I'm gonna add a little more garlic. And I think this will be it. I think we'll be done. Found one tomato I didn't chop up too good, so. All right, let me give it another taste. I could tell right away. Got the tang, enough salt and pepper, a little more pepper. And that's it. That's bruschetta. And now we're just gonna wait for the dough to rise a little bit, come back, and make 2 loaves of Italian bread. We'll be back. I got my dough here, gonna roll it out into 2 loaves and put it in the oven, and everybody loves homemade bread. I mean, it's just fantastic. We let this rise for about an hour. I'm just gonna knead it a little bit. I don't think it needs much kneading. So just gonna, that's about it. And then just kind of split it in half. And then you can shape it any way you want. You could do little, what do you say, garlic knots or rolls? That was suggested to me. I don't like garlic rolls. I don't like anything too garlicky. It's, to me, too much, but.
When you mix it with a lot of butter, it tastes amazing.
Well, butter is butter, so isn't anything with butter amazing? It's like frying anything is amazing. So you can put these in whatever shapes you want. I'm doing it for bruschetta, so I want them to be long so I can slice it and we can put a little of the bruschetta and take a bite, and that's it. So that's what I'm doing, but you could make any kind of, you can make this one big loaf. I mean, completely up to you. Definitely want to have your flour on standby so it doesn't stick to whatever surface you're rolling this out on. I do this a lot with pizza dough. Basically, this is the same recipe as pizza dough, but you can put this whatever shape you want and, you know, do whatever you like with it. If you're gonna make sandwiches, probably keep it in 1 loaf so you can cut some nice slices of bread. I'm just gonna roll it out. And kind of the concept here is just to like stretch it and roll at the same time. Try to keep it even. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, bread should not be perfect. kind of like pizza, same thing. I like to make this too when I do my olive spread, which my kids don't like olives, but they love my olive spread. I don't.
It makes sense.
Doesn't make sense, but it's all good. So what I'm gonna do is make it almost as long as this tray. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Then I'm just gonna whisk up the egg white. And you just want to get it a little frothy, I guess. Would that be the word? Like, and then we're just going to brush it on there. It's going to help it come out to like a golden brown. Frothy was the right word. A little frothy there.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, and then just going to brush this on. That's it. Into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. Here we go. I'll set my timer. Cooking time, 25. Start. And of course, I'm not gonna leave the kitchen and go do some BS and then it burns. I'm gonna stay in the vicinity because I wanna check on it at about 18 minutes. Make sure it's, you know, coming along good. And, you know, sometimes, you know, it cooks faster for no reason. Maybe it's the yeast, the flour, I don't know. So I'm always paranoid of burning stuff, so I stay in the kitchen. So we'll be back. The bread is ready. Just gonna take it out the oven. Looks fantastic. See how it got nice and golden brown on the top? Gonna let it cool a little bit, and then we're gonna slice it and try some of that bruschetta. Okay, I have my freshly baked Italian bread with the bruschetta on it, and now just gonna give it a taste. Very excited. Oh man. The first thing is the bread's a little bit crispy on the outside, so you get that crunch, but then you get the fresh tomato and the basil. A little bit of the garlic is so good. So simple. So amazing. Right, Hulk? It's so good. Try it at home, try it with your kids, but you can try it tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna be doing a live stream. We're gonna have the bruschetta, the freshly baked Italian bread, and an alcoholic beverage to go along with it. So I'll see you tomorrow.